Hi, good morning there. So today's selection comes from Value Backing Naps, and you can find out more about them at graboffer.today/VB Naps. Now, if you're new to today's horse racing tip, we're going to go through a selection from VB Naps today. You can subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button below. Make sure you press the bell icon to get notified whenever the latest video is released each day. And don't forget, please hit the like button, hit the share button, let other people know about it, and let me know that you're enjoying what we're posting. Okay, so today's selection comes from Value Backing Naps, VB Naps, and it's in the Newcastle 540. The horse that they've selected is Gorgeous Gobelina, and they're putting 1 point win on it at 9-1, which was the general price when this happened. Now, the software I'm using to have a look into this selection is a Race Advisor Pro. And I've got down here, this is the Newcastle 540. I'm just going to highlight Gorgeous Gobelina here. Now I've got a test race card open here by mistake, so I'm just going to flip that across to one of our standard race cards. Now the current odds, as we can see, if we sort by odds, is 8.8 for Gorgeous Gobelina, somewhere halfway through the market. At a quick glance, if I scroll up here, at a quick glance we can see that this is a course distance winner, and the little asterisk indicates that it's a course distance winner over the same course and distance in the same race. That means it's won before at Newcastle over a 5 furlong race. Now I love 5 furlong races, I love sprint races, I love flat all-weather races. They are amongst my favourites. So let's dig into this horse for a couple of minutes and see if we agree or if we disagree with the selection from Value Backing Naps today. Okay, the first thing we take a quick note of is that this is a flat all-weather race. It's class 6, the going is standard, the distance is 5 furlongs, and it's just under 3k in prize money. Now the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to open the speed graphs here that we have within the Race Advisor Pro software, and they're going to look very, very noisy, but we're going to filter these back down. Let's start by going flat all-weather races only and standard, and these show the speed that each horse has achieved, and they're looking a little bit narrower here. Now I'm going to zoom in to recent races, and we can see here we've got some distance races here. So I'm going to add more to that filter. I'm going to put a maximum distance in here of 1,340 yards and apply that because this is a short sprint. And then I'm just going to zoom in because there's this one horse here that's been jumping around. Let's see, it's slow-mo. So I'm actually just going to remove slow-mo from the graph for a minute because it's distracting a little bit. Okay, let's zoom in and we can start to get a picture here of what we're looking at with these horses. Now, we're looking for Gorgeous Gobelina. It's this one here, it's purple. We can see a dynamic speed figure of 76, which is okay, but it's not the best. We've got Major Pusey at 113, Henley at 86. So there are definitely other horses that are going to compete here. But Gorgeous Gobelina is purple. And I'm just going to come back over quickly here. And I'm going to get rid of some of these higher odds horses such as Choosy, Capocco, Undercover Brother. So here we go, get rid of those by just clicking on them. I'm just trying to make the graph a little bit slimmer. Magnifica, Brandy Station. Let's get rid of some of those higher odds horses, and we start to see a picture of the more favourite horses. Now we're looking for the dark purple here. One of the ways to do that, I think I can see it was here in the middle. If we look just here in the middle, there it is. So here's a race from Gorgeous Gobelina here coming up, and they had another race sort of in this mass. And if we zoom in further, we'll be able to see it's just here. Gorgeous Gobelina, 25th of September, came first, 87. So we can see here this horse is definitely within the contenders. We can just look at its position quickly. We can see that it's definitely got a chance. There's going to be a lot of competition for it in this race, however. Okay, so and we can also see it's not, that line here shows us it's not a declining in performance. So that's good, it's improving, it's looking strong. Okay, very quickly now, I'm going to look at the 5278. It's number 4. This is a compiled rating. This shows us that it's going to be in the top 4, which is a very good indicator. If I look at our tissue odds, it's also in the top 4. And if I click on them, I can see that we are actually giving this horse a 15% chance along with Major Pusey. So it's kind of second favourite, as it were, for us on our raw tissue odds. And we've got it 4th when we merge that with the live market. If I look at the VDW score, this is Van der Waal, and again it's just outside that top 4. I was hoping it was going to be in the top 4, but that's not a huge indicator either way here. It's had a good race in the last 9 days, which is excellent to see. So everything's looking quite strong. It's had 5 good races in the last 10. It's got a win history of 0.17 or 17% there. Everything is looking nice and strong, and if I sort by PFP, it's going to be in that top half of the field, and that's kind of a collateral form rating. The pace is slow, or predicted to be slow, and in slow pace races we don't expect it to be a particular leader or early presser, so we want kind of strong mid-pack or closing horses. So with a quick glance at the pace here, and we can jump into that, we can see this horse is going to be kind of mid-pack to closing. It's sort of sitting down here in the total pace score for this race. It looks like Archimedes, Major Pusey, Henley, Choosey are going to be kind of up front there, and then Gorgeous Gobelina is going to be in the mid-pack. Now, while we predict this pace to be slow, it looks like there could be a lot of competition, so there is potential for the horse to get blocked. We just have to take that into account when we consider the odds of the horse. Okay, so that's the pace there. Now, as usual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look at this horse's history here, race history, but while we do that, I'm just going to run a very quick Monte Carlo simulation. This is a very quick overview. We just spent 5 minutes looking at the horse. So, Gorgeous Gobelina's race history. We're looking for all-weather 3K races, 5 furlongs over standard ground. We got one here. It was beaten by 1.75 lengths. But that was flat, sorry. We've got an all-weather race here, 5 furlongs on standard. It won just about. Coming back down here, we've got another flat race back in 2019 on all-weather, beaten by 2.5 lengths on standard. But that was now over a year ago. So we've only really got one race that we can look at, which is the standard one here, and it did well. That's a good indication that it's going to like the race. It likes the track. This is the Class 6 race where it was the course distance winner. So everything there looks nice and strong. However, there are definitely a lot of competitors in this race. So we have to bear that in mind. So it's going to like the condition. The question is it going to be at the top? Now, the simulation's finished, so I'm just going to jump out of it here. And then I jump back in to see the results. And there we go, Gorgeous Gobelina there, sitting second place. So, for my thoughts here, in summary, is that Gorgeous Gobelina looks like it's got a chance. It's definitely a contender on the speed grass. It's potentially got the right pace for the race, but it could get blocked as there's quite a few that we're thinking are going to be grouped near the front. Everything looks strong for this horse. It likes the conditions. Its 5278 figure is up near the top. Its rank for speed figure in the last race is number 1 here today. It's had 5 good races out of the last 10. It's got a strong win history. It's got a strong collateral form, and we've shown that it can perform in today. However, we are expecting there to be some serious competition today. So would I want to bet on this horse as a win? I'm not actually sure if I would go for the win. I think it has got win chances, and odds of 8.8. That's probably a pretty good value there. And we can actually check that value briefly, and we can see here our PR odds is highlighted green. So that does indicate that there is good value for this horse in the win market at the current odds. So for today, I'm actually going to be agreeing with value backing Naps. I like this horse. I think there are threats in this race, but I think the odds are offering good value today. If you'd like a higher chance of winning, you might want to consider going for this horse in the place market, where it's going to have a very high chance of placing, or even an 80-20 or each way bet. So today's selection has come from Value Backing Naps. It is in the Newcastle 540. Gorgeous Gobelina and Value Backing Naps have suggested 1 point win at 9-1. For me, I'm saying I agree with this horse. I think it's got good value. I think it's got everything to compete for, but there are going to be a lot of threats. So for lower risk, you might want to go for the place or the each way or the 80-20, but I think this is a strong horse in the race with every chance of running. Don't forget, please, to check out Value Backing Naps at graboffer.today/BB Naps. You can see the link below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, please, and then give us the like or share the video to other people who you think would enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.